Hello Aries, and welcome to your October 2022 video. Now, October has eclipses, and that can be a very powerful and transformative energy in itself. There are wild cards and fated moments and karmic. So relationships can end, situations can come to an end, and we take on new situations and meet new people during these fated times within our lives during eclipses, and October is eclipse season. So be aware of that. Things definitely tend to shake up in October, especially as we come to the end of the year almost. And so be gentle with yourself, Aries. Take your time. You are a very quick sign and you like to initiate change, make changes. Just take your time during the eclipse energy. Now, Mercury going direct on the 2nd is good. We can now communicate, we can now sign contracts, we can move along with things. Mercury goes direct in your 6th house of health. So this is good for your physical well-being, your mental, emotional well-being, right? If you've been going through the Mercury retrograde and it was affecting your routine and you've been not sleeping, eating, and it's been creating delays to actually create a routine and things have just been coming out of nowhere, things now tend to ease up. Any work situations to get better, as Mercury now is right and direct, and you can move along with these things. Mercury will have you thinking about your physical health, your mental, your emotional, your well-being, and how you can, really adjust your sleeping patterns and, make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating well, how have you been thinking, and how you've been feeling emotionally. Also, any changes you want to make to your work life, you will now be really feeling like, okay, I can do this, which is a good thing. You can definitely go for it. On the 9th, we have a full moon joining Jupiter in your 1st house of self. It's you, it's your full moon, and it's a powerful full moon. So the full moon is a big time for changes, for releasing, also coming to completion, things coming to a head. And this full moon joins Jupiter as Jupiter's in Aries. So it's amplified. And when it's in your sign for you, it's about you releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. So anything within your life, and the 1st house is all about you, right? It's your full moon. It's about you. What is been dragging you down, making you feel miserable, taking too much of your time, distracting you, your energy? Is it your relationships? When a full moon happens in your sign too, it's like, what relationships have been taking too much from you, because you're now focusing on yourself and it's about you and you need to express your feelings and what's important to you. You can feel deeply emotional during this full moon. It's supercharged, it's with Jupiter, right? And you can feel very emotional and sensitive because you are releasing everything within you that feels like it's too heavy and too much for you to carry, and you might even want to express yourself. And all these interactions you are having or might have with other people will be very good for you, because you can you will want to express yourself from your point of view and what you are no longer willing to do or willing to put up with, and what changes you need to make. What are your goals? How do I achieve it? And what is taking away from me? So, and the sun is opposite you, right? So it's involving other people, whether it's personal, as in love, friends, family, co-workers, your one-on-one relationships with the full moon happening in your sign. It's like, okay, what is enough for me, and how do I focus on me, and what is just too much on my plate right now, and what do I need to let go of? So take that full moon to release anything that you need to release and let go of it and move forward. On the 11th, Mercury moves into the 7th house, and you're going to want to communicate what is on your mind to other people. Great time for communicating now, because Mercury has you communicating to other people, be it friends, family, lovers. You want to communicate, you want to express yourself. And great time for negotiating any deals, working with colleagues. You need to communicate there. Great time, you can express yourself really well, especially if during the Mercury retrograde you came across a lot of miscommunication in your one-on-one relationships, be it friends, family, love relationships, work relationships especially. You now, during this time, Aries, when Mercury is direct and it's in the 7th house again, you can communicate, you want to heal it, you want to figure it out, you want to, move forward, but you want clarity on your relationships. Any negotiations you needed to do and it didn't work out during the Mercury retrograde, you now have the time and the energy to relook at it and see how you can move along with it. On the 24th, by now the Sun is moved into this 8th house, and Venus is also on the 24th in this 8th house. And on the 25th, we have a new moon, solar eclipse in this 8th house, powerhouse. 8th house rules so much death, transformation, and also taxes, money, shared income, all those things, shared money, right? Investments, everything like that. Past traumas, pain. So the Sun highlights your money energy, especially when it comes to where you've been investing, where have you been putting your energy towards. It can pay you out. It gives you that. It gives you that rebate. It gives you that payment out. It also focuses on any payments that need to come through from insurances or debt, or you can also pay off debts. You can pay off debts, that's a good thing. And you free up your finances as well. What you need to pay, towards expenses can come up during that time. But it's also a great time for you to really look at your finances and see not only just what you need to pay off, but where are you investing your time, your energy? What are you doing with your money that you can improve your life? And you might be investing your money at maybe a certain place of work, and you're not like, maybe I should invest my money here. What can I do long term for me financially? What will pay me dividends? What will pay me off in the end? And you're also looking for intimacy within your relationships. You might find yourself more vulnerable. The Sun gives you opportunities. So if you're in an existing relationship, this is where you can really build on intimacy and getting close to someone emotionally. If you are single, this is a time where you might meet someone that you can be very vulnerable and intimate with and share parts of yourself. Be aware of any manipulation or power struggle kind of connections too, because the 8th house also rules that, where we can get into power struggles with others and we're like, oh no, or into a relationship that you might find very attractive, and it kind of just, allures you in, but you want to make sure that it's, genuine and not just a relationship that is manipulative or having power over you. But it's a very good time for empowerment for self. The solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse, offers opportunity also financially about where you're investing. It can even show you, what can I do to bring and gain more out of my money? So if you want to change jobs, if you want to put your CV out, your resume out, great time to do all of those things. If you want to redo it, and you can. If you want to study something to further yourself, see all those investments you can make. You can really go for it. Do you want to, in all essence of it, you might be like, maybe I want to move elsewhere, and I feel if I move there, it would be better for me, and I would save money, or I would earn more if I move to a different city. You see all these things. That's what the 8th house rules. It's what energy that we invest in, that we are getting something out of. What plays are we making? It also does tell us that we have to spend to do it, right? That's the 8th house too. It's the same like with insurance. You will basically pay for your insurance, but when something happens, you get paid out for it. So those are all the things that it rules over. Insurance policies, it rules over taxes, rebates, debts, all those shared monies coming back and forth, so to speak. But you can really invest in yourself during this time. And it shows you opportunities to do it. It's a new moon solar eclipse. The opportunity is there for you to do it. So allow for that. The South Node is with there, but it can be something from the past, maybe that was an idea that you just forgot about. Right? It can come back like that. Also, past relationships can come back with that solar eclipse. Remember, it's karmic and fated. It's a little bit of both. It shows us all of these energies, and you are really working with these energies to basically create a life that you feel is fruitful, by all the energy that you invest. So look at your time. And even investments in relationships can come up like, am I investing too much time in this friendship? Is it one-sided? What am I getting out of it? You know, that's the thing. The 8th house is about bonding and intimacy, but it wants to see that, okay, I don't want to feel like I'm the only one here that's trying to be a part of this or share a part of myself. I want to share something deep with you. I want to see I receive some deepness from you too. Whether it is an existing relationship or any new relationships that come in. Any new relationships too that come in around that time might even feel fated, you know? So be aware of that. Mars goes retrograde on the 30th, and Mars will go retrograde in your 3rd house. Take a mental break. No more overthinking. Okay, Mars basically retrograde. Mars is a planet of action, drive, passion, right? That is your ruler. Okay, Mars is your ruler, and that's the energy of Aries. It's action, motivation, passion, drive. I go for what I want. I want it, I go for it, right? That's Mars direct now. When Mars is in retrograde, it's a big red stop sign, okay? And it's telling you to stop, think about the things that you actually want to go after, especially anything new that you want to take action upon. Don't do it then during this retrograde period. And Mars is retrograde throughout the month, so just be aware of that. Don't do it. Any relationships or people that you meet during that time, it can be very like you after when Mars goes direct to be like, ooh, what was I in? Was this just a, sexy infatuation, lustful kind of thing? Mars retrograde can definitely drain us and make us feel like we don't have the energy to get up in the morning. So take it slow. Be aware that accidents can happen because we're lacking the vitality of Mars when it's in its retrograde. You and the communication, because it's happening in your 3rd house. Communication from others can feel so aggressive, right? It'll feel aggressive. Mars is the god of war. It's about action, motivation, yes, but it is the soldier. It is the warrior energy. So things can feel quite aggressive and heated, and the communication can just feel off with other people. So, and that can have you overthinking and overanalyzing, and that can be so exhausting. Take a break, take some time out, go for a walk in nature, drink a glass of water, cool down. Calm yourself is what's important during that time. People from the past might want to communicate with you. People that you spoke to previously might want to now communicate, or might want to rehearse or re-go over some past conflict with you. Best time to pick up anything to do with learning that you probably wanted to do previously. Right? Any information that you wanted from the past now can come through to you. Like you were looking at it before, but you forgot about Mars retrograde, can bring it back. That's what retrogrades do. They bring back things from the past. And it can be in a positive way. So for you, if you were looking for information, if you wanted to reconnect to a friend and you couldn't find them and now they'll just pop up. Or for instance, you wanted to have a conversation with someone previously, but now you have the conversation, you can complete it basically. But like I said, there's a lot of aggression with Mars. So be aware of the tone, be aware of the tone you are using, be aware of the tone that others are using. If it's too harsh, take a break, because Mars retrograde can really heat things up. Don't go anywhere dangerous. That's another thing, because Mars can be like, it is a very aggressive, feisty kind of energy too. So things can get very messy pretty quick. And that's the important thing to remember with Mars retrograde. Take it easy, give yourself a mental break. Meditation be good, walks in nature, things to really ease your mind. And just watch your communication and watch how others are communicating to you. If the conversation is getting, like I said, too intense, too aggressive, take a step back, try and see if you can have it later, and don't get caught up in this retrograde. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website's linked down below if you'd like a reading, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos.